everyone, and welcome to my studio. Today I have a little summer sewing roundup for you of what I like to call the naked dress. Okay, so what is a naked dress? I live in naked dresses all summer long because, as many of you know, I live in South Texas. It is very hot, it is very humid, and frankly, I just want as little things as possible touching my body. So I love to sew and wear something that I have called the naked dress. A naked dress is any dress that is very loose fitting. It does not include any waistband shaping, any darts. There might be a couple darts in here. But the moral of the story is that there's as little fabric touching your body as possible. It has a lot of movement. It is very breezy. Probably you don't want to wear it on a windy day, although that's not universally exclusive. It probably has minimal straps, definitely lower armholes, most likely no sleeves, and it just makes you feel so comfy and cool on a nice or not so nice warm summer day. Basically, any dress that you feel naked in, and that is the goal. Whenever you're just so hot, you want to be wearing as little clothing as possible, but you still also want to look cute. So I love a good naked dress, especially if it's in a fun print. It's a great way to look cute but stay cool all summer long. And I thought it would be fun to share a little roundup of my favorite naked dresses from my closet. I do have lots of other naked dress patterns saved, and I would actually love for you to let me know in the comments below if you have a favorite naked dress pattern, or if there's one you've been eyeing that you know of that I do not mention here. Please let me know in the comments, because I am always on the hunt all summer long for just any dress that makes me feel breezy, comfortable, light, and cool. So let's get going with the roundup. First off is this dress that I'm wearing. This is the Smoltron dress pattern from Paradise Patterns. I love this pattern. It is so swingy. I love a good swing shape in the summer. It has this really cute back tie detail. I think this little yoke piece up top that goes around is very interesting and adds a cute little detail. I made this one in some fabric that I randomly snatched from Walmart. And honestly, the texture of the fabric is weird. I don't know if you can see, but threads love to cling to it, which is not ideal for when I'm working in the sewing room, but it is a perfect naked dress. I feel so comfortable and so cool in this dress. It is swingy, it is short, it is perfect to throw over a swimsuit, and I just think it is a great option for summer. Next up, I have and as always, all of these links will be listed in the comments below, so be sure to check them out. Next up, this is actually a top that I hacked into a dress. This is the Messange top pattern by Delphine Morissette, and I thought it would be really cute as a dress. It has a really low back detail, some very fun ruffles, as you can see. It is very loose and breezy. I even added some pockets because obviously we love pockets. I also did a fun little two-tone tier with this, and this is a nice cotton lawn very lightweight, very breezy fabric. And this dress, when I wear it, looks moo-moo-ish, but I don't care because I'm so cool and comfortable in it. And it is perfect for summer. And to hack this as a dress, I just extended the side seams down and out as long as I wanted. I forget how I decided where I wanted the tier to start. I think it was like a work in progress game time decision. So I do have a post about this make, so I will link that below as well on my blog. The next naked dress is actually a hack of my own personal pattern, which is the Roxy Trio. This is a great naked dress summer pattern. Again, very swingy. Has a similar V-neck to this Smoltron dress, but it has a capped, almost racer back shape in the back. My Roxy Trio pattern is short. I have another one up here actually, so I will show you that one as well. This one I lengthened to a maxi, and how I did that was I just I figured out how much length I wanted to add, and I was of course limited. The Roxy Trio is a very wide and swingy, and I plan on making a post about this hack as well, but I haven't yet because I'm debating if I actually want to do some kind of separate pattern riff instead of making it a hack, making it its own pattern, because it turned out super cute actually. I was limited on the width of the fabric as far as how wide I had to tame down the original swing of the Roxy a little bit to fit the width of the fabric going this long. So I basically made the swing as wide as I could. And then I added this tie, which I actually put some like belt loop almost holes, not holes, cut out on the side. I left an opening so that the tie I can actually slip inside and just wear it loose without the tie if I want to, or I can pull the tie out and tie it around my waist, and it adds a little bit of shaping if I want. I liked that better than doing a separate tie because I didn't want to have like little belt loops hanging on the side when I wasn't wearing the tie, and then you have to keep track of the tie. So I thought it was a fun little weird hack for having a tie that could be worn or not worn. When it's not worn, it just slips inside the dress and hangs loosely. It's super cute. I also added a slit here as well. So keep your eye out for this. This also has a built-in bra, which is great for those swingy styles. So when you don't bend over, you're not like flashing everybody, and just makes you, especially this super light fabric, makes you feel just a little bit more secure. Keep an eye out for this to either be on my blog as a hack for the Roxy Trio or as its own pattern. That is the Roxy Trio by Amy Nicole Studio. And next up is a dress that I made for Fiber Mood. This is the Fiber Mood Judy. This pattern originally had sleeves. I did it without the sleeves, and it's quite long. It is very moo-moo-ish, but it is so comfy. And I actually made this out of a vintage bed sheet, which just like when I'm like walking around the house in it, I feel like I can look cute and do stuff. And then if I want to, I can take a nap, and it's a bed sheet. So it's very comfortable. Anyway, I toyed around with adding a slit in this one, but I kind of like the old lady drama of just having this ridiculously maxi dress, cotton dress, and I just love the way it turned out. I might have lowered the V-neck a little bit. It has these cute little orange buttons on the back. This does have pockets. And I can't remember, I think this dress was also originally short. So I think it ends here. And I added this tier at the bottom, and I just left the hem of the sheet because I actually do a super chunky hem. Although usually when I do a chunky hem, I do it on a short dress. Sometimes I feel like it weighs this dress down a little bit, and I debate about taking it out, but I don't know. I haven't yet to change anything about this dress, and I love wearing it. So that is the Fiber Mood Judy pattern. Next up is a vintage pattern. This is Simplicity 7966. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a maternity pattern. I have a couple vintage patterns that I've sewn that are probably maternity patterns, but I just love the swinginess. This beautiful fabric is from Julia Ann Cost, who makes fabrics out of her paintings. And I just loved this one so much because it's like wildflowers and sunflowers. And I got this one in a cotton. It's another cotton. I don't think it's not quite as light as a lawn, but it is, again, super swingy. This one's actually fun because it's so wide and swingy, and then it has the gathering at the bottom, which kind of weighs it down, but in a good way, and just gives it a really fun, flirty vibe. I also made this one pretty short. I feel like I could have gone a little bit shorter almost, but if I hem it, I don't know. I like the width of the gather, so I would want to like hem it from the gather point, which is like a lot of work. So I just am rolling with the length as it is. This one also, I believe, has a scoop neck, and I changed it to a V-neck. I added pockets. I don't remember if those were included. Another just short, swingy, super comfy, fun summer pattern. This next pattern is one of mine. It is self-drafted, and it is not currently available to the public. I have been debating releasing it as a pattern. I probably will at some point, but it is nowhere near in the works. But I just had, again, an idea for a loose dress, color blocked. This is a super nice linen. Linen's a great option for a naked dress. Super low armholes. There are darts in this, but it's not at all like snug to the bust. I liked the scooped hem, and it has a little bit of a slit on the side. Again, of course, pockets. This shape is a bit more of a cocoon, less of a swing, like a shell, and a super duper low back with a little strap across the back, so you're not like falling off on you constantly. Possibly soon to be released pattern, but I have more ideas than time, you guys. Next up is my actual Roxy Trio dress, and this one I sewed the crop length and the dress length, and I made it instead of layers like the dress is advertised, where you can like have the separate layers and mix and match them, so you can wear this crop on its own or wear the dress on its own. This I sewed all in one, and I do have a tutorial for how to do that on my blog as well. I will link that below. This is a rayon, so it does get that like wrinkly vibe that rayon gets. Also, I'm a little bit bummed because this super fun print that I got from a workroom social collaboration, I believe it faded a little bit, so that makes me kind of sad. But I love the color palette and then the 80s vibe of this print. My Roxy pattern actually does not have pockets, and I did not add it to this one. I just felt like it was meant, like it lends itself well to these rayon-y type of fabrics, and when you put pockets in those kind of dresses, they give you like saggy hip vibes. So I just sometimes the pockets don't make sense, y'all. So this is my Roxy Trio pattern. Again, a swingy dress, very short, very cool. The rayon is so cool to the body and it's very nice. And another one is this is another hack. So this is the Mintu dress by Named, or the Mintu top by Named. And I hacked it into a dress. I basically just lengthened it. And this is a knit. This pattern has like a facing on the inside, and I added some elastic. I think I might have lengthened it a little bit and added elastic to give it a built-in bra kind of situation. I have made this pattern as a top, and I didn't love how snug it was under my arms. So I did lower the armholes a bit, but I did that a little too much because it's a little side booby, but that's okay. The built-in bra helps it stay in place. I don't think I've ever flashed anybody wearing this. It's a knit, so very comfy, a very lightweight jersey. And again, swingy. When you extend the Mintu top into a dress, it just adds more swing. So a nice little swingy, summery knit dress that keeps me very cool. Last but not least, this is my only pattern on here with sleeves, but it is so loose and breezy. I wanted to include it, and it's again like moo situation, but in a good way. And this is the Wilder gown by Friday Pattern Company. It is a pattern we all know and love. This doesn't have, I don't remember if this has pockets or not. I didn't put pockets in mine because I was like conserving fabric, and I had to do these gathers down the back, or maybe that's how the pattern is. I actually don't remember. Anyway, this is a chiffon. I do have to wear it with a slip, but it's still, again, breezy. I feel very comfortable in it. I don't typically wear sleeves when it's like crazy hot outside, but this is a nice naked dress that I would wear if I am not actually going outside very much. I still feel like breezy, comfy, but also very cute. So that is my roundup of naked dresses. I have many more that I can think of in my head that I would love to make but haven't got around to yet. Paradise Patterns has a couple different naked dressy patterns, and I really admire her very cohesive summer style of patterns, so check them out. And again, if you have any suggestions or go-to naked dress patterns that you love, let me know in the comments below. Did I make this up, or is it already a thing? Do other people already call it this? I don't know. You can let me know that in the comments below as well. Thank you so much for joining me here in this video. As always, all the patterns I've mentioned will be linked in the comments below. And I would love it if you subscribe to my channel, like this video, so you don't miss a single thing. And as always, happy sewing. Bye. I like that the facing is, it's not a facing actually. Did I put pockets in this? No, I did not. That's okay. And I debate about taking it out. Oh my gosh, there's like